Hi, I'm Richard from Frozen Well. Welcome back to the 6th devlog for my game Ghost Blaster. I'm back into a routine with my game dev now, and I'm making good progress. First up this week, I've been working on adding a lighting system to the game. If you're not familiar with Construct 3, it's a 2D only game engine and does not contain lights like in a lot of other game engines, so I've had to come up with a way of making a lighting effect using various blending effects. This is what I've come up with, and while I'm pleased with it so far, it does need some more work. After the lighting, I decided to do some work on the coin pickups that you'll be able to collect in the game to enable the unlocking of items and to give you the option to carry on the level when you die. I've currently got the only enemy that I've created so far, dropping coins when they're killed. Then when the player collides with the coins, they fly up to the UI and spawn a little particle effect to show that they've been deposited into your inventory. This took a little bit working out, as the UI layer has parallax of 0% and is therefore a fixed position all the time, whereas the rest of the level scrolls, so I had to convert the coin's world position to its screen position and then move it towards the UI coin display. A quick look at the code that I've written for this shows how it works. When the player collides with the coin, I first move the coin to the UI layer, and then use the canvas to layer function to set its position on the UI layer. After this is done, it's then just a case of tweening the coin to the position in the UI where the coin count will be. Then when the tween is complete, it spawns a little particle effect to add some visual feedback. Next up, I've made a start on adding some variation to the backgrounds of the levels. I've created a hanging fabric banner that can be seen here. To add variation, there are 3 different colours, and the level generator will pick one of these 3 colours at random when it's creating the level. You can see the 3 different colours in the video. It's time for another hazard next, and I've created an arrow launcher that fires arrows at regular intervals that the player will have to avoid or jump over. They then create a particle effect when they hit a solid object. I've created versions that fire from the left and the right so it can be used wherever I fancy in the level. Let's have a quick look through the code for the arrow hazard. It shows that every 2 seconds the spawner creates an arrow, and then the arrow's bullet behaviour angle of motion is set to send it on its way in the right direction. Then when it collides with one of the 2 types of solids I have in the game, it creates a particle effect and the arrow gets destroyed. I've given the player another ability now as well to help in the creation of the levels. The player is now able to jump down through some platforms. Here you can see this behaviour in action. Implementing this in Construct 3 was really straightforward, as there's a built-in action that you trigger by a key press that makes the player character drop down through jump through platforms. I'm really pleased with the progress on the game, and I think for now I have about enough hazards to add some variety to the levels. Next up, I'm going to need to make a lot more enemies, as currently there's only the ghost for our hero to meet. Once I have some enemies created, I should then be able to start working on creating various rooms to be added to the level for the random generation. So next time that's hopefully what I'll be doing, creating more enemies for the game. Thanks for watching, and please hit the subscribe button so you can follow my progress.